I've been a network marketer my whole life for 25 years, and I just joked with a friend of mine, and I said, whenever somebody gets on to talk about a project or a product or whatever, and they say, "Oh my gosh, this is the best thing since sliced bread," everybody rolls their eyes because everybody says that. But the stuff that I'm going to share over the next couple hours is going to blow you away. No, I'm just kidding. It's going to be about 30, 40 minutes, 40 minutes probably. It is going to blow you away. Remember I said that right now because this might be the only time when somebody says, this is the best thing since sliced bread, that you're probably going to agree with. If you use Zoom a lot and use meeting software, then you will agree. Now, maybe you're like me a year ago where I knew nothing about blockchain, nothing about nodes, nothing about any of this stuff. It's all kind of confusing. But I promise you this, it gets easier. And it's funny because when I knew nothing about it, it was like, it was the craziest thing ever. I didn't understand any of this stuff. But once I learned it, I was like, oh, that's pretty simple. So I like things dumbed down. I don't know about you. Some of you are technical, some of you are not. I'm not. I like to see things very plain English for me so I can understand it. I got involved with blockchain a year ago, and I think it's the best thing I've ever done. It's the most fun that I've had in a long time. I've had a lot of fun in all the businesses that I've built, all the communities I've been part of, everything that I've done. Some have been very difficult, some have been easy. But this has probably been the most rewarding and the most fun thing that I've done in a very, very long time. So I'm going to get started. I stalled for about 3 minutes, and we're going to get started. Give me 1 second. Let me fix something. Okay. And when we get rolling, we'll get rolling. I promise you. So, again, Danny Gassamy out of Dallas, Texas. I'm going to be your host tonight, sharing this information with you. We're going to be going over. I think the chat is open. Guys, I'm going to be real honest with you. I can't do this presentation and watch the chat. There's no way I could do that. I mean, I'm like, I get distracted if there's a squirrel outside my window. So I apologize. I'm hoping that I can get my wife to jump on. She was actually getting somebody signed up. I'm hoping I can get somebody on here. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can get my wife on here real quick. So she is going to help me out. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started on this real quick. 1 second. And look, you can take pictures of this stuff. If you want to, film it, I don't care, whatever. We don't record these. We like these to be live every single time. But I want to give you some disclaimers. Number one, do your own research. We talk about this stuff, high risk, high reward. Let me say something, because sometimes I've said high risk, high reward, and people are like, oh my God, you can't do that. Well, I think everybody can relate to this. Everything I've ever done in my life, there's been some risk, some reward. Whether it was high risk, high reward, low risk, low reward. It's always been relative then. When I've been a pioneer in different companies, and I've missed those opportunities, but when I've been a pioneer in different companies, or I've been one of the first ones invited into it, or somebody shared something with me, the entry was pretty low, but the risk was very high. But the reward could be very high. It could be nothing. This is the same kind of stuff. So I always tell people, half of this stuff is true about that. Half of it is not when you see the presentation I'm going to do. But you got to educate yourself. You got to make a decision on, is this something I believe in? This is something I want to do. Get on as much of these as you possibly can and decide if this is something that you want to do. I decided a long time ago it was, even when I didn't know much about it. But we are going to have some forward-thinking statements. There's going to be a lot of things that we're doing right now. No earning claims, financial advice, period. You don't want to take that from me. Not that I'm not good at it, but I'm always excited about stuff. I'm a risk taker, but I'm a calculated risk taker. I don't like to take crazy risks that I don't know nothing about. Digital rewards are for utility. Do your own research. Information is provided for educational purposes. This is to get you from not knowing to knowing, and then you can make an informed decision. And nodes and blockchains are governed by the DGF. I like to say it's Danny Gassamy, but it's not. It's Distributed Governance Framework. So You can look more into that as time goes on tonight versus next year. So there's $1 trillion shift that no one's talking about. I mean, you think about this, and you can read along with it. You can take notes and do whatever you want. If you can rewind time and own a piece of the internet before it exploded, would you do it? The answer would be yes. Hindsight is always 2020. It's always 2020. Whether you go, gee, I'm glad I did, or darn, I wish I had. We've all been there, all been there. Well, we're standing at the same type of moment right now. I know it sounds cliche-ish. It doesn't. I'm going to say that a lot, but you'll understand why in a little bit. This is the time it's blockchain. And the battleground, video conferencing. That's what we're talking about right now. You guys are on this video conferencing R-Link right now. Look, there's no loyalty in any of these video conferencing. If somebody had sent you a Zoom, you get on a Zoom. Somebody sent you R-Link, you get on R-Link. They sent you a Microsoft Teams, you have to download something, you get on it. I mean, it's just how it is. We don't care what we get on. But I want you to think about some things as I go through these slides. I want you to think about the missed waves. Uber. Think about Uber now. What an incredible idea. You remember when people laughed at the idea of getting into strangers' car? When I grew up, you never get into a stranger's car. Now we do it all the time. Every time we travel, we don't rent cars anymore. If we have to go somewhere, it's cheaper just to get an Uber, get in a car. A stranger picks you up, and you go from one place to another. Airbnb. I own 3 Airbnbs now. I'm scared to death when I owned my first property. It was perfect. Spent like $300 grand getting it renovated. It was an 1840 log cabin downtown in Maryland. And I was scared to death because it was perfect. And my wife talked me into doing it. We've had it on Airbnb for 5 years, and I love it. You know, many thought renting out your home to strangers was crazy. People still think it's crazy, but it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. Uber owns no cars, and they crush taxes. Airbnb owns no houses or apartments or whatever, and they're crushing the market. Apple. I know people think this. I wish I bought Apple stuff. I wish I bought it a week ago. I wish I bought it 10 years ago, whatever, 15 years ago. I wish I bought Bitcoin. I know people that have spent $1,000 in Bitcoin and it's worth millions of dollars now. I mean, shoulda, coulda, woulda. I think every single person that's on this R-Link has said that. You missed the wave. You missed the last wave. Apple stock, if you invested $1,000, it grew 300%, $300,000. Bitcoin 2010, $5. There's a guy going around, I can't remember his name, and he said, just buy $1, just buy $1. And I never saw that till like last year, but somebody bought $5 in Bitcoin in 2010, it's worth $82,000 right now. I mean, think about it, it's crazy. People are getting wealthy every single day with it. Uber pre-IPO, life-changing. I mean, the pain of missing out, we've all felt it, or being too late. It's not this time. I mean, not this time. You have the opportunity right now to be in the right place at the right time. And again, that's cliche. I know somebody's rolling their eyes right now going, here we go again. Right place, right time. This is the perfect timing. This is the best thing. We've all been there. The chat's open. My wife will see it. Drop in the chat if you're done missing the big shifts and you're ready to own the next one. Look, you probably don't even know what it is, but you've missed it, and you don't want to miss it anymore. So this is why I'm excited about this opportunity. And I think you'll agree with me. I really do. Because I think everybody that's on here has been on a Zoom, invited to a Zoom, got other people to use Zoom, and you got nothing from it. I mean, let me just give you my idea. I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm waiting for this to come up. It might be my computer. Oh, I don't know what just happened. Give me 1 second. It's loading. It's still loading. Thanks, babe. All right, so patterns of disruption. There's a guy, Arthur Schopenhauer. Probably never heard of him. I didn't hear about him until I heard this quote. All truths, all businesses, all things pass through 3 stages. First, they're ridiculed, then they're violently opposed, then they're self-evident. I mean, you could think about anything like that. I remember, I'm dating myself, back when we had audio cassettes. I had audio cassettes, hundreds of them. DVDs came out and they were expensive. I was like, no way, it's taken over. Maybe I'll only buy the best albums that I like. And I had records at the time and stuff. DVDs took over. Tapes, you couldn't even give them away. You had to throw them away, whatever. And now DVDs are gone. And now everything's online. So it's like, times come when you either get on the boat and you ride the wave or you miss the boat and you look back and say it. So new technologies are the first dismissed as impractical or unnecessary. It happens all the time. I mean, Bitcoin, same thing. I thought you needed a computer science degree to buy Bitcoin. That's why I never got involved. I missed out. Violently opposed, as they gain traction, established players fight against adoption. Like people tell you it's crazy, it's stupid, that's such a dumb idea, you're going to lose everything, all that stuff. Then it becomes self-evident. Finally accepted as a new standard that everybody uses. And it literally happens without you seeing it. And then you look back and you're like, oh, this is now what everybody uses. It's like, it's crazy. The biggest lies about this space, video conferencing is saturated. That's not true. Only coders and crypto experts profit from blockchain. Not true. I'm not an expert. And a lot of people I know, friends aren't experts. It's too late to get in early. No, it's not. We're at the very beginning. We're just getting out of beta on our product, and you'll see why. Here's the truth. The next video evolution is starting. The R-Link is open to everybody, even non-crypto enthusiasts. I'm so excited, you guys. Seriously, I've done so many presentations, but I'm so excited about this that I almost can't get my words out. The evolution of online communication. So there was Web 1. I didn't even know these Web 1, Web 2, Web 3. Didn't even know what they meant. Web 1 was static websites. I don't even know what static websites are, but I remember email and basic chat. That's what Web 1 was. Then Web 2 came out, social media, centralized video platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Zoom, GoToMeeting, what else? There was a bunch of other ones. Now Web 3, blockchain-powered, user-owned infrastructure. It's very important to understand. Web 2, social media, we don't own our page. Zuckerberg owns it. I mean, we don't own it. They own all of our information, our pictures, every post, all that stuff. Web 3 is important. Really, all you need to know is you own your infrastructure. Would you rather somebody else profit from it, or would you like you to profit from it? Would you like your information stolen and given it out to the highest bidder in advertising, or do you want it private? I think we're all in a society that we go, they take all our information. If I talk about something in my phone, I start getting these advertisements. You know, it's like, it's crazy. I don't mind it, but if it's something I'm looking for, but it drives me crazy sometimes. Our link era, decentralized video, built-in economic model. Let me kind of give you an idea of what that means. I'm trying to put a timer so I know how long I have. Give me a second. Think about this next slide. Is that right? Okay. All right. Skype, GoToWebinar. I remember GoToMeeting. I remember GoToWebinar, but GoToMeeting, Skype, sometimes it didn't work, sometimes it worked. People use GoToMeeting and GoToWebinar. Zoom came out. I go, why did you switch to Zoom? They go, it blew away GoToMeeting or GoToWebinar. I said it was better. They said yes. I said, did they pay you to go over there? No, it was just better. Okay. Well, I use Zoom. I love Zoom. Okay. Don't get me wrong. I built hundreds of thousands of people and companies all around the world using Zoom. Okay. It brought us together. Thousands of people. And I don't know if I said this the other night, but I sent a support ticket in. And I said, I probably brought you 50,000 people to use Zoom that pay for it. Can I get a free account? Just for giggles. Never heard back from them. And I thought, I brought them all this business. I didn't get a birthday card. I didn't get nothing. Maybe that's how it is. But I want you to think about this. The future of video is inevitable. Jump now or watch others leave. That's it. Each upgrade gave us more features. All of these things gave us more features, but it gave us the same model. Centralized control. Who made all the money in Zoom? Zoom did. Who makes all the money in Google Meet, Teams, GoToWebinar? They did. And you might be saying, well, look, it's capitalism. They built their platform great. Well, we're building a platform that you guys can own. Would you rather them make the money or you make the money? I think it's a no-brainer. Now comes R-Link, a platform you can use, contribute to, and benefit from. It's designed for the builders, early adopters and the ones ready to stop watching from the sidelines. I mean, it's plain and simple. When you see it, you'll be blown away. Our-Link flips the equation. What's the next generation of video infrastructure was built by us, not owned by a few people. Nobody owns our-Link. People say, well, who owns the company? Nobody. We have these nodes that you can run. People go, what is a node? You'll see it in a little bit. I'll tell you a little bit more about it. But you run these nodes and you're contributing to running our-Link. The traditional model, you use platforms, they profit from it because you pay for it and they're using all your data. Transformation, blockchain, decentralized ownership. What that means in plain, simple English is no one person or entity owns it. We all own it. We all benefit from it. So the our-Link model, you help power it, you get rewarded. I mean, why wouldn't we want to do that? I think everybody would want to do that. The our-Link participation flywheel, you use it, the action. You host a meeting like I'm doing now, or you join a meeting like you guys are doing now. You're adding energy to the flywheel, to the whole system, through real world usage. Second, power. Run a rally node. I'll get more into that. You support the infrastructure of it. Real quick, a note. We have 100,000 nodes in this project. If you can see my phone right here, pretend this is a mainframe computer. We divide this into 100,000 little teeny software pieces that you can own that help run it. Collectively, they run the whole project. But because you're running it, you get rewarded for it. So you can own it. You can hold rally tokens. You can participate in the system's future beyond just access of it. So you can purchase the tokens and the rewards already. Meet our-Link, the first blockchain-powered video conferencing platform. It's built for privacy. There's no tracking. There's no surveillance. There's no selling your data. I like that. I'd rather have that than Zoom owns my data, and I'm sorry I'm picking on Zoom, but that's the majority. That's what most people use. I'm tired of them tracking what I'm doing, owning my data, watching what I'm doing, and selling my data to the highest bidder. It's designed for growth. Business tools, features, customizable events. The reward system, use it and earn rally tokens in the process. Look, I don't use a credit card. I didn't use a debit card. I don't want the money taken out of my bank. I want to just use a credit card, pay for it the next month, so I don't get the interest. But I pay for it. I use an American Airlines one, so I get American Airline points. I didn't have to sign up for that, but I signed up for it, and I use it so I can get free flights around the country and around the world. How can you be part of it? Use our-Link. Secure, privacy-first video conferencing. Own a rally node. Get rewarded for powering the network infrastructure. Hold our-Link tokens. Be an early adopter of the world's first tokenized conferencing economy. If you had a choice to earn rewards or not doing the same thing, I don't know, what would you do? I think everybody would take the rewards. The our-Link difference. With our-Link, you help run the network. You participate in the front end infrastructure that powers the platform. You earn tokens for participation and referrals. Do you remember I said in Zoom, I got thousands and tens of thousands of people to use Zoom. I referred it to them. I said, go to zoom.us. That's not my link. That's their link. And they get paid for it. What if I could get rewarded for people using the system? Of course I'm going to share it. I just got the other day I think it's called Bonvoy with Marriott. I got a link from a buddy of mine. Hey, go sign up for Bonvoy. I go, I don't really use Marriott. I mean, I do, but I Airbnb a lot. He goes, well, I'll get free points if you sign up. So we're all used to that, sharing it so other people can benefit and then other people get rewarded. You own the infrastructure, not just rent it. You rent it from Zoom. You don't own anything. You become a stakeholder in the technology, not just a customer. It's real important to understand that. Now, the next thing is the real cost of inaction. When you think about it, this is the shoulda, coulda, woulda. Every meeting you host makes the platform stronger, but does nothing for you. This is like with Zoom and all these other ones. Every call you join feeds their system, but you stay locked out. Every month you wait enriches big tech. And you get zero say and zero reward. And their pricing keeps going up all the time. Every day spent on Zoom, is another day your data makes someone else rich. I don't know how that makes you feel. I don't like it. So what is a node really? It's a rally software node. A rally node is software you install either on your computer or in the cloud. It connects to the R-Link blockchain network. It helps process data through the platform. And you get rewarded every single time someone uses the system. You don't have to know all this stuff. You don't have to be a coder. I don't know any of that stuff. Sometimes I can barely turn on my computer. But I do. I get something. But you don't need to be technical. The software does the work while you earn the rewards. You're just purchasing the node, posting it online, and that's how it works. Think of it as owning a digital toll booth. I love this. And I remember going from where I lived in Maryland to Ocean City, Maryland. We have to go over the Bay Bridge, and you pay a toll every single time. I think it was like $1. Now I think it's like $5 or something. I'm like, man, I would love to own one of these tolls. I used to always ask the guy, well, how much money did you make? He goes, I didn't make the money. The toll booth makes the money. I said, well, we should own one. Imagine a highway where every car pays a toll. Think about this. You can imagine this. You can think of this going through a toll. Now it's digital where it just reads your license plate. But maybe you're old enough where you remember you put the money. Now imagine you own one of those toll booths. But instead of cars, it's video meetings. Instead of tolls, you get rally tokens. Digital highway, video meetings flow through the network like cars on a highway. It's pretty simple. Your toll booth, your rally node, processes traffic and collects the rally tokens. Your rewards, you earn with or without active participation in each meeting that happens on the platform. Not just yours, on any one of them. I mean, think about it. Here's a great one. Think of it like a cell phone tower. Almost everybody I know has a cell phone. If you're old enough, you remember back in the day when cell phones didn't work that great because they didn't have enough cell phone towers. Cell phone companies would pay landowners every month to place the tower on their property. Just a little section. They didn't buy all their land. You see this. They didn't buy all this land, you see. They bought a little section. They need the space, and the landowners profited from it. And they get paid to do so. A rally node works the same thing. We build the network. You buy one of the nodes. You're supplying some of the power, just like this land node. The network needs infrastructure, and you can provide it and get rewarded. So it's a win-win scenario when you get rewarded for powering the future of communication. It's very simple. And you don't need to be technical at all. And if you don't know how to do anything, somebody loves you enough to show you how to do it. It's like owning a slice of the system everyone's using. You don't need a code. You don't need to code at all. The software is designed to be user-friendly, non-technical people. I was scared to death when I heard about this and all this stuff. They made it very simple. You don't need expensive hardware. Most users simply host the node using a third-party cloud provider. It's very simple. You just install it. It literally takes 15 minutes. Set it up once. You start earning rewards as usage grows. Your node helps power the R-Link network around the clock. 24 hours a day, you're helping them do that. What's the big secret? Why big tech profits while you get left behind? I hate that. I don't like that. I don't even like reading that stuff. Here's the hidden truth. Check out this little pop. They build billion-dollar platforms on your usage and give you zero ownership, zero rewards, and you get zero say-so. That doesn't sound very appetizing. I mean, think about this. This is the platform revenue, the shareholder value, the executive bonuses, the user. I mean, I don't even like it. What if that orange or yellow, what if the yellow, the platform revenue, some of that was going into your pocket? I mean, just think about it. The exploit model in action. If you're not getting paid, you're not the customer, you're the product. I hate to say it and call it out, but that's the goal. They want you to be the product. You host the meeting, you provide the content, you bring the participants, they monetize the data, your information becomes their asset, you get nothing. No compensation for your contribution. I mean, it sounds grim when you put it like that. I mean, it just does. The platform rewards people who power it. Use the platform, earn tokens. Host a meeting, get rewarded with tokens. Run a node, own the infrastructure, receive mine tokens every single day. So you can win all three different ways. Doesn't matter. Imagine this. Every meeting you host, every session that passes through your node helps grow the network, And you're the one being rewarded, not big tech. Again, you have to understand this. Zoom is owned by the company Zoom, okay? They make the decisions. They got shareholders, stock, whatever, executives. Nobody owns this. If you own a node, you own part of it. If you have the R-Link platform, you're going to get rewarded for using it, and then you can use those rewards to pay for your monthly subscription. I mean, it's a win-win. What if you could own a part of what everyone else just uses? What if you could? I mean, you got to imagine that. The power of the platform, they keep the profit. Big tech shares 99%. 99%. A few executives capture almost all value created by millions of users. I think Zoom has 300 million users a day. Your data, your attention, content become their profit engine. User contribution, 100% of our contribution. Users provide everything that makes a platform valuable, yet receive none. Okay, you could use the platform, and you might think it's good enough, but what if you could earn because of that? Your meetings, your connection, your time, full their growth. One-way value flow. You do the work, they take the profit. Doesn't sound real good. Every minute you spend on their platforms enriches their shareholders and not you. I'm getting bummed out right now, and I have a node. How does big tech build an empire without paying the builders? Your content creates value. Every post, comment, meeting you host builds their platform. They capture your data. Your information becomes their most valuable asset. Shareholders collect the profits. The cycle continues. It goes over and over and over and over again. It sounds depressing. There's a way out though. Zoom made $3.4 billion. Well, in revenue. You made zero. It's such a bummer. Good for them. I get that. Good for them. It sucks for me. Well, why this opportunity won't wait? Timing isn't a detail. It's not. It's the difference between watching others win or being one of them. Like, this is for real. The early adopters benefit the most. Like Bitcoin. There's a fixed number of rally nodes. Bitcoin, 21 million. Bitcoin, I think we got 50 billion. Or no, we got 100,000 rally nodes. 100,000. Once they're gone, they're gone. And the earlier you're in, the higher your earning share is, the more tokens it rewards you. The rewards decrease as more people join. Early adopters get the largest slice. We are in the early adopter phase. This is going to be one of those times where if you don't decide, are you going to miss it? A little bit. But if you don't investigate and you just let it go and, this is just a meeting I was on, you're going to look back and be like, I was there and I did nothing. What do you think about this? I remember Blockbuster. I don't know if you're like me. I had hundreds of meetings. I used to go to Blockbuster and they had like a 2 for $10 or 3 for $10 or whatever. I bought them all. I mean, I probably had thousands of movies. I loved it. At movie night, 2-3 movies in a night. Well, that was like it. Blockbuster was everywhere. Everywhere I traveled, I got Blockbuster to get some movies. Instead of renting, I bought all the time. Netflix came around, and they figured out that you could stream these videos, and you didn't have to have these big box stores. Blockbuster had a chance. I think they had a chance to buy Netflix for $50 million, and they laughed them out of their office. Are you kidding me? We're massive. We're on every block. Why would we do that and give up this? I will pay somebody if they can find a Blockbuster anywhere. I don't like a working one. I don't think that there is one there, and they're gone like that. And Netflix now makes their own movies, and it's like I think you could pay $9 or $20 a month. But you see, they didn't see where the times were going, and they got left behind. AI Advantage, turning meetings into revenue machines. Real important to understand these little bits of information I'm giving you. First video platform. This is the first video platform built to convert, not to communicate. Zoom is there to communicate, okay? It does what it does. But what if you had a platform that could convert? Rlink just is not just another meeting tool. It's designed for marketers, sales teams, business builders who want meetings that actually move the needle, not check a box. AI powered translation, like literally right now, you could go to the top of the page or on your computer. If it's not on your computer and your phone, it's probably on the bottom. You can click view. You go to the bottom and you can click on view captions and translation. And you can click, I think we have like 15 languages. We'll have hundreds of languages on here. It just takes a couple to put it on there. But you could do a meeting on Rlink with Japanese, Spanish, Korean, German, and I could do this presentation. They can all watch it instantly in their own language. On Zoom, I'd have a translator for Japanese and just do for Japan. And I'd have to say a sentence, wait, they translate. Say a sentence, wait, they translate. It took forever. Now, instantly, I can have 10 languages on here at once. Clickable screens, call to action buttons. I can literally have a call to action button right now where it says, buy now. You see that right there, access. Bestseller, hey, click that and buy that right there. If it's a real estate agent, I could have something right there for them. I want you to think about how important that is to be able to brand engagement spaces. I mean, this is high-tech stuff. And you can benefit. Most platforms help you talk. Rlink helps you sell. While most platforms focus on conversation, Rlink is designed for conversion. Every meeting can become a moment of action. What do you think about this? Where sales happens before calls even end. Your offer appears right when you present it. Attendees can click, buy, or book without ever leaving the call. The entire flow is seamless and built in. It's a sales system that lives inside your meeting. I want you to think about this also. If you did a presentation on here and you had one of these call to action buttons right on here, you see this right here, get access now. Here's a bestseller, buy it right now. You could click on that and you could use that. But what if this was recorded? If this was recorded and you sent it out, those buttons are live in the recording. It's crazy. It's crazy to even think about. Think about this next one. Imagine hosting a meeting that rewards you in real time. I'm getting rewarded right now for doing this meeting. Earn rally tokens for participation. No traffic. Get rewarded just for using the platform and running infrastructure. Guys, this couldn't be easier. And you benefit from doing something that you're already going to do. Close deals inside the meeting with zero friction. Built-in tools to convert prospects during your conversations. I mean, it's very simple to do. I'm just literally clicking buttons over here. You know, I could act like I'm doing something special, but I'm just clicking buttons. This isn't just Web 3.0, it's business 3.0. What does that mean for you? 3 ways to join the future of video before the masses catch on. Look, the masses don't know about this. Mark today's date down. What is it? It's my sister's birthday, April 10th. April 10th, mark it down that you're seeing an opportunity that will happen, that is happening right now, that you have the opportunity. Option 1, use the platform. Experience secure AI video conferencing built for privacy, powered by blockchain. Earn rally tokens simply by participating. Own a rally node. Help support the infrastructure. Earn rewards based on the network activity. Option 3, acquire Rlink rally tokens. Position yourself early in decentralized economy built around video conferencing. I mean, you can participate in the growth of the tokens. Here's what we've built to support you. Step-by-step one-on-one onboarding. Look, onboarding. We help you do this. It takes 20 minutes. Easy. So simple. Community access. You have access to everybody. You have access to private support. You have a success community. Training material. We've got all the training that you need. You just got to plug into what we're doing. And look, I'm going to be very transparent. I remember when they wanted me to use this. I got on it and it freaked me out because I don't know how to do all this stuff. It's like, there's so many buttons. And then I had to do a presentation. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to learn how to use it. It was not that difficult. I threw myself in. I said, all right, I'm going to. Because when I see a bunch of things, I'm like, it frees up. Maybe you're like, But as you go through it, it becomes easier and easier and easier. I get to the point where I tell people it's easy, but it's like, oh, I forget. And I was kind of didn't know what I was doing in the beginning. As time went on, I get better and better. Here's what sets our link apart. This is important. Real participation. In the future of Web3 and next generation video conferencing infrastructure, built-in AI conversion tools, and a reward system designed to benefit active participants. You use it, you benefit from it by using it, and you get rewards for doing it that you can use to pay for your service. I mean, you could eventually get this for nothing. You're not just using a platform, you're contributing to the future of how it's run. So you're making decisions. We vote on stuff. The window is definitely closing. I'm not saying it's closing tomorrow, but it's closing. This isn't just limited, it's final. Our link is a fixed supply ecosystem. Once the maximum number of nodes are purchased, they're gone. There's a fixed number, 100,000. When those 100,000 are gone, it's gone. No more new nodes after. You're going to have to pull it away from somebody that wants to sell it, and I doubt that somebody would want us to sell it. First movers get the advantage. Early adopters, look, early adoption, network growth, increased rewards. Remember what I said. The way to get in is low end. Get a node, you're an early adopter, okay? There's only so many. The price goes up $100 every time there's 100 sold. When they're sold, they're sold. And you get the most amount of rewards right now. You can wait, but there's people that got it in the very beginning. There's people that got it a month later, 2 months later, 6 months later. Look, secure your position before mainstream awareness. The more users, the more traffic flow go through your infrastructure. Early node adopters are positioned, that's not even a word. Positioned to earn more. Look, it's not a lot to get involved in the beginning. It's higher risk, but the reward could be enormous. You can wait a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months until the majority of people hear about it. And then it's going to cost a lot more. And you're going to say, why didn't I get it when it was half the price? The rewards are going to be a lot less. And there's going to be a lot more people that you can't share it with that already have it. Why most people miss out? This isn't hype. This is real. It's how every tech wave works. The internet, Bitcoin, Uber, Airbnb, Apple, all of them. All of them. Those who move first own the upside. They wait for guarantees. Don't wait for a guarantee. Nothing's guaranteed in life. Taxes and debt. That's it. By the time something is guaranteed, the biggest opportunities are gone. Sometimes you got to take an educated, calculated risk. They underestimate timing. Failing to recognize when technology is at its inflection point. That's what happens. They don't act when it's still early. It's early. Hesitation, we've all done it during the critical window of opportunity. It's important to understand where you're at right now. It's important to understand where we're at. The moment where people hesitate and miss everything. Look, they watched this pattern before. 1.0, 2.0, Bitcoin, Ubers, early movers. That's it. Didn't just use the platform, they helped shape it. And they've reshaped and they've reaped the upside. Our link is no difference. Hesitation phase where a lot of people are in. I want to wait for it to be proven. When I got involved with this, it didn't work great at all. I'm like, hey, this isn't that great, but it's okay. It got better and better and better and better. Blew me away after a while. Inflection point. Where we are now, right now, before the masses know it, we're at the second part. Adoption curve. Early position secures maximum rewards as the network grows exponentially. What do you think about that? And then the window closes. Once mainstream adoption hits, early advantages they're permanently locked in. They're gone. You don't have a chance. You can't say, oh, can I go back? No, you can't, because we all would like to. But when you get the time machine, let me know. I'm going to go back a little bit. I'll be the first one to do it. So the question is, will you move while it still matters? It's up to you. I can't come through this R-Link or this rally and make you do it. You don't have to build the platform. You don't have to create the technology. Thank God I don't have to do that. We've been waiting for years. You just have to say yes when it's still early. Right now, you have a decision to make. You do. Now, tomorrow, whenever you want. Do you want to be one of the few who saw the shift before it's obvious? It's going to be obvious. This is a better platform. Or the many who look back and said, I missed it. darn, I wish I had, or gee, I'm glad I did. That's all I gotta say. Your 3 simple steps. Try the platform for yourself. Try it. There's somebody that got you on this rally can send you a link to get a 14-day free trial. You can check it out. Experience the difference of blockchain-powered video conferencing. Claim your rally node or your R-Link rally tokens. Secure your position before they're gone. Join the community. Become a part of the network powering the next generation of online communication. Simple. Very simple to do. I would say this. You will be the infrastructure. Will you be the infrastructure or will you watch it happen again? I mean, it's all you got to think about. Don't miss the chance to be part of the revolution. I mean, this is a big deal. This is a big deal in time, April 10th. Here's what you get when you claim your node. Lifetime node license. Once you buy it at that price, that's it. It's yours forever. You own a permanent piece of the R-Link network forever. It never expires. You get exclusive community. You join the community, you have access to early adopters. You get access to the OGs from all the other projects. Simple setup process. Takes 10, 15 minutes. Look, if you like to talk and you're slower like me, maybe it takes 25 minutes. I don't know. Maybe it took me 30 minutes. I don't know. Maybe it took me the longest. You get ongoing support constantly to help you with this. There's always somebody to help. Always. Let's talk about what it's worth. Traditional opportunities require significant investment and risk. Rally nodes offer a more accessible alternative for ownership. Look, if you're going to get blockchain consulting, I don't even think it's 10 grand. I think it's a lot more than that. One-time expertise without ongoing returns. That's it. You might spend 25 grand to set up something with high risk, uncertain timeline. You have to take all the risk. And then SaaS, short, infrastructure. It's expensive licensing with reoccurring overhead. The Rally node is a fraction of the cost. You pay it once, you host it for like $4.95, and you have permanent ownership. You own it forever. And that's what I love. Claim your node at the current early access price. It's going to go up. Look, mark my words. I think it's $5,600 right now. It's going to go to $5,700 tonight, tomorrow, the next day. One of those days it's going up because there's probably less than a dozen before it goes up another $100. Lock in your price. It's a very time-sensitive opportunity. I always say to people, I can't pressure you to do it. Do your homework. Research as much as you can. I'm the question boy. Ask all the questions you have. There's never a dumb question. Maybe there is sometimes, and I'm sure I have to. But ask. We have a dynamic pricing model. It goes up $100 for every 100 sold. And the network growth reward. Early adopters get the most rewards. That's it. What would it help if we walk you through it? I've walked so many people through it. It takes 20 minutes. Plug and play design. It's very simple. Proven support. We'll be there to help you every step of the way, I promise. The window is definitely closing, friends. The network's growing. We got people joining every day. As they join, the entry cost rises. Early adopters secure the greatest advantage. You're still early. Like you are still early. You'll remember this gate. This presentation means you're among the first to know. That's it. You are amongst the first to know. The price will increase for every 100 that are sold. So it'll go to 10 grand, 15 grand, 20 grand, 25 grand. You know what the guys told me? I said, sell more at 5 grand than I would at 10 grand. They go, no, you won't. I go, why? He goes, because when they're $10,000, there's more people on there and more people using the platform. There's more revenue. It's becoming self-evident. You'll sell more at 15 than you did at 10 or at 5. I'm like, that's crazy. He goes, well, people will say, oh, I missed it at the beginning. I wasn't sure. Now I'm sure. Give me a note. The opportunity cost is real. I mean, I always say, don't wait for it. Get back with the person that invited you on here. Look, get back with the person that shared this with you. Let them know you want to get started. It's free to get started in our platform. If you know nothing about this, we've got what we call a Learn to Earn Academy. You can learn this stuff. They pay you to learn it. I found out why. I thought I knew why. If they pay you to learn, you're going to get smarter. You're going to get more educated. You're going to go and tell people about it, and we're going to grow our community. Guys, I'll take my word for it, but this is something that you will look back, and you'll say, I was there. I was there when. It almost sounds silly. A new video conferencing, big deal. If you'd say big deal if we were building another Zoom, because you get nothing out of it. What's the big deal? Who cares? We're building something that you can own. We're building something that you can be part of. We're building something that you can reward, that you can get rewarded for participating in it. You guys get that? And you're going to be part of all of the infrastructure. You own a piece of it forever. Your information is secure. Nobody can get it. It's a better mousetrap than Zoom. It's better. It's cooler. It's hipper. People are going to use it whether they get rewarded or not. So, you guys, what I would say is get back to the person who invited you out. Let them know where you're at. I think there's some questions in the chat.